Hi, today I'm going to be talking about my predictions for the new danganronpa game. Probably be mentioning spoilers for the other games, so if you haven't played, I'm guessing you would play them if you're liking on this video, but I think one thing that the whole fandom has collectively agreed on is that Kazuichi is definitely not making out. Like, as soon as the game was announced, I kept seeing things saying about how everybody's prepared to lose Kazuichi. I feel like he'll probably be a victim, though him being a killer could be interesting. I think one thing that'd be cool is if Sonya becomes a black end and kills someone. Sonya is one of my favourite characters from Danganronpa 2, so I would like to see her become a black end so we get to see more, get her to do more, and also get to find more about her. So one person say a theory that they thought that maybe Hajime would turn into Izuru earlier on in the game, which I think would be very cool. Maybe if in the first chapter and then you got to play as Izuru, that I think that'd be very interesting. Another thing that I feel might happen, though I don't want to admit it, is that Nagito would be the first victim. Despite him being my favourite character, I think it would make such an impact if he's the first victim, seeing as how much of an effect he had in the original game. I feel like this might also happen as it would make the fandom go crazy as he is such a popular character. Also, one thing I'm wondering is if they're going to do a different mastermind. Two characters who I think would make good masterminds would be Nagito or Chiaki. One way that I could see it being Nagito is because he's so obsessed with hope, he could do the whole killing game just so he could make everyone fall into such deep despair. So when he brings them out of despair, when he dies, probably by executing himself, it will make everyone feel loads of hope. I can't think of any other characters in the game who would be able to be the mastermind without having to rewrite the characters a bit. Then maybe Mikan. I think Mikan could be a good mastermind. One thing that I would really want to see is maybe instead of having the Ultimate Imposter, it would be cool if the Ultimate Imposter's in it for a bit so we can get to learn more about them. But one thing I think would be cool is if they didn't have the Ultimate Imposter and instead had Ryota in it. I think that would especially be cool seeing as Ryota is one of my favourite characters from the anime, so I would really want to see him in the game. Also, one thing that would be cool is if Hiyoko gets to be a survivor and actually gets to have some development. Because in the original games, she started to get some development and then died instantly after. They also did the same thing with Tenko in the third game. I feel like she did get more development than Hiyoko got, but it's annoying when they start giving character development and kill them off. Also, Mahiru being at Black End would probably be very cool as it would give Hiyoko more development. Though I'd quite like to see Mahiru survive quite far as we barely learn anything about her in the original game. So it would be cool if she got to be in it more. Also, maybe in this one Fuyuhiko will die instead of Peko. Seeing in the original, obviously Fuyuhiko, so Peko died protecting Fuyuhiko. So if Fuyuhiko died protecting Peko, we get to see more development for Peko. Seeing as we got loads of development for Fuyuhiko, so it would be very cool if we got to see more development for Peko. I'm not excited to see Charitoa again, though. Maybe you'll get some development and actually get you, because I know you got the whole thing with like his mom and stuff, but you don't really get to find out anything about him other than that, and he doesn't get any development really. He's still just a pervert with no development. Like, seriously, him being a pervert was literally his whole personality in the whole of the first chapter, and then he just died. So I like to see him maybe get some development and stop acting like that. I generally just can't wait for the new game, so no matter what happens, I think I'll be very excited anyway. I wonder if they'll do this again for any of the other games. And that'd be very cool if they did it for either the first game or the third game. So then we get to see more development in characters who we don't get much development for in the other games. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Monokuma's voice actor Brian Beacock a few weeks after the game was announced in a convention. He did ask me if I was excited for the new game. This isn't related to the game, but Brian Beacock did say that he liked my art, so if he likes it, then you should definitely like it too, totally. Another thing I'm excited about is if they're making a new game, that gives me lots of more opportunities to draw the characters because I get to find out more things about them, and also with the new fact that they're going to be new black ends, new victims, that'll give me other stuff to draw as well. Because seriously, I can't just keep drawing Nagato over and over and over without thinking of new stuff for me to draw and doing. I have seen people say that they think Hajime may die earlier on, and maybe we get to play as Mahiru. I'm not really too fond of that idea. I wouldn't hate it, but I do really like Hajime, so I would definitely want to continue playing as him. But one thing that I think that would be cool is if something we did actually get to play as Naruto in the in chapter 4 of the original, but maybe if we got to play as Naruto more. But also I don't know if that's going to happen because I do have very high suspicions that he will probably definitely be the first victim. Anyways, I don't really have anything else left to talk about. I don't really have any predictions, or well, half of this was just me rambling about stuff. But anyway, so that'll be the end. Probably I did say I was gonna make a video on my OCs, but it's also scary because it's something really personal. But I might do it one day. Another thing I want to do is draw my pony characters as humans again, or also do some drawing Evangelion characters and redesigning some of them because I think that would be fun. So anyway, if you made it to the end of the video, that's very nice of you. Thank you. If you want, you can like, or and if you want to comment something, just like comment one of your theories, or comment even just your favorite character. That would be fun. Bye.